Coming up, Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. The Mavs have put the ball in Luka Doncic's hands and asked him to create. Coach Jason Kidd said, "I don't know if anybody told Picasso he had to use all the paints, but I just want to remind him that he can rely on his teammates. His teammates are going to be there to help him." Good words from a great point guard, Kevin.
Indeed, that's high praise. A Hall of Famer, DA. Thanks. A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. They've got OG Anunoby. Fred VanVleet out there with Barnes. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Trent in at the small forward. And for Dallas, up front it's Finney Smith at the 4 with Wood at the 5. At the guard positions, it's Doncic and Hardaway Jr. And it's Bullock in at the 3 spot. Doncic passes to Finney Smith. Hardaway. They grab their own miss. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play.
Well, Christian Wood has shown himself capable of being a 20-10 guy. But now he's looking to show he can be a winner as well.
Wood, no good on the free throw. And you hear about impacting winning. How does Wood, Greg, take the next step in that regard?
Well, Kevin, we know he can make shots and block shots. I think it's just about consistency and decision-making. And then defensively, I think he's more than capable.
And here is Doncic following Fred VanVleet's 3. And here is Barnes. His last outing, 16 points for him. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one goes on Wood.
How about Scotty Barnes, guys? The 4th pick in his draft class, a guy who proved from the outset he was going to be reliable, efficient, versatile, and a two-way player. Pretty impressive stuff.
The first one falls.
Boy, guys, when you think about the prototypical modern wing, Scotty Barnes, the reigning Rookie of the Year, certainly fits that mold, already proving to be a well-rounded two-way player.
Barnes hits them both.
And with Barnes, he's only scratching the surface of how good he can be.
GA, there is no question about that. Barnes is on the fast track to becoming a star. Why? Because he can score, defend, rebound, and even serve as a playmaker if need be. This is about developing those skills continuously and becoming more consistent.
So it's Toronto now. The Mavericks making the shot. Pass to Van Vliet for three. Doncic with the block.
Hard work pays off for Luka in that instance. How about that on the defensive end? Send it back, Luka.
The three connects from three-point range.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Barnes outside. Now the pass to Van Vliet. Hardaway with the steal. Shoots over Van Vliet. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Well, don't get caught up in the long-range shooting. Hardaway Jr. has that in-between game. Really nice shot.
Here's Van Vliet. Doncic with the block. Down low. One-on-one fast break. They need this. Van Vliet finds Barnes, and that one drops.
Boy, that's what you call great thinking on the fly. Passing on the shot in midair and laying it off to the open man.
Doncic looking it over. From outside the arc, another three for Dallas.
It doesn't seem to matter where Luka Doncic is on the floor. His shooting ability is impressive.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
And while we've got this moment here, now let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. The Raptors in second.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively, and boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Here's Van Vliet. Wood with the block.
Man, an aggressive block there by Wood. He's not going to shy away from competing defensively.
And it's in there.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Raptors trailed by 7. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Barnes can't get it to go. The Mavericks have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Finney-Smith kicks to Bullock. The dish to Doncic. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Now here's Van Vliet. He had 15 points last outing. The layup missed.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Here's Wood. Lays it up off the glass. Wood's got his second bucket.
And not easy getting Wood off his spot. Even with contact, still able to stay focused and balanced.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
Out to Hardaway. Lots of room. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Barnes finds Van Vliet. A three-pointer is right on target. Van Vliet's got 6 points.
You know what? Struggling a little bit, but I do command the effort. 2 of 8 from the field. Let's see if that one gets him going.
Doncic passes to Wood. Doncic outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. He's got 11.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
And the Raptors call time here. You know, almost every team has some kind of roster turnover in the offseason, so, Greg, this time of year can be about getting familiar with your new teammates.
There's always a feeling out process this early in the schedule. It's about finding your team's identity, figuring out how all the pieces are going to fit.
And here's Trent outside. It's rebounded by Dallas. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, they put the defense on them. Aggressive, intimidating. They blocked a lot of shots in that one.
It was obvious. They pressured that team from the outset every trip down the floor. That will wear an opponent down over time.
Here's Van Vliet after the Mavericks pick up 3. Passes it to Barnes. Shoots over Doncic. And again, no good by Toronto.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
And that one's good. Barnes has got his second bucket of the night.
Opportunistic play by Scotty Barnes, recognizing his teammate makes a defensive play. Let me get out in transition.
Pass to Hardaway. Out left to the wing. Here's Bullock. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Bullock's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Van Vliet outside. On deep, Trent drains it from beyond the arc.
Don't just show off that basketball IQ, Mr. Fred Van Vliet. Pretty pass, sir.
To the middle. Got a piece of it. Here's Anunoby. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Finney-Smith's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists tonight.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Rejected by Van Vliet.
And perfect positioning from Van Vliet, wanting to block shots whenever he can. Great instinct.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
A different look for Dallas. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Reggie Bullock. And Toronto also making a switch. Porter's checked in. Here's Hardaway. Siakam pulls it in.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
Well, he sees the play developing, takes care of his responsibility. Just terrific job defensively.
And that one's good. Barnes.
Boy, you love what this guy is doing right now. He's taking smart shots, shooting a high percentage, starting to cook.
Doncic. That one doesn't drop. And Toronto will come the other way. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
On the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft of that class, he'd be closer to the top.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. JaVale McGee comes in for Christian Wood. And it's Hardy in for Luka Doncic. Van Vliet left side. Shoots over Hardy. That's good from Van Vliet on the assist by Porter. Van Vliet's got 10 points.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Dinwiddie kicks to Kleba. Pass to Hardaway. 6 to shoot. Inside. Puts it up from 12. Kleba, no good. Raptors trailed by 7. To the inside. Great D that time from Hardaway.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
And Spencer Dinwiddie has always been a great scorer, being used off the bench more and more. He has a great game to be a sixth man.
With Dinwiddie off the bench, he will always provide offense and ball handling.
A great point, Kevin. He can set up others, but usually looks for his own shot. Can be streaky at times with it, but when he gets it going, he can win you a game by himself.
The free throw drops for Dinwiddie. And both free throws good for Dinwiddie.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Van Vliet kicks to Porter. Raptors moving the ball around. Here's Banton. Dinwiddie covering. Banton's shot is off.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Here's Hardy. An 11-point game for him in the win against Utah. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
Porter inside. Here's Banton. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
Well, the basketball IQ on display for Otto Porter makes the right read there.
Dinwiddie passes to Kleba. And here's Hardy. No points in the game yet for him. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
Well, that's not exactly the most solid screen you'll see, but it still works.
Out to the wing. And Maxi Kleba is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Powell's checked in. Outside, Porter. Over Hardaway. Porter, no luck.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Outside Hardaway. A minute 20 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Kleba. Rebound by the Raptors. Porter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Burge kicks to Porter. The pass to Banton. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Porter. Over Kleba. And that one's good by Porter.
It's tough to bother that shot, right? Otto Porter with prototypical size and length at the small forward.
Porter against Hardaway. Back to Dinwiddie. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Dinwiddie's got 5.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Van Vliet outside. Pass to Achua. Porter in the corner. Powell with the steal. Lobbed up there for Powell. An emphatic LU jam.
How about the ups of Dwight Powell? He's making these lobs look easy.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's covered closely, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. He's got 12.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
And so it's Dallas in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll return shortly. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
And so Siakam will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. 9-point game. And the Mavs fans are hoping this team, Doris, is poised to repeat the success of the early 2000s.
Well, Kevin, I think you have to look at the deep run into the playoffs from last year where they finally figured out the pieces they need to have around their great star, Luka Doncic. Obviously, you need shooting across positions, but I think one thing you need to consider if you're the Dallas Mavericks, paint protection is critical. High-level defenders are critical. So do you need that presence in the paint and a vertical threat at the cup to enhance Luka's skills even more?
The backcourt pair will be Doncic and Dinwiddie. Christian Wood is out there with Powell, and it's Bullock in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, from the step back to his attacking style, some have compared Luka Doncic to the bear, James Harden. There are some similarities, Harden said. Being able to dictate and control the game like he does, he never lets anyone speed him up, and he gets what he wants. Back to you, Kevin.
He always has. They're both pretty fun to watch. David, thank you.
Boy, Scotty Barnes, the complete package. Nice interior finish there.
And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
His team is down, but with the way he went at the rim, you know they'll keep fighting the entire game.
Doncic passes to Dinwiddie. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Now, here's Trent. And there it is for him. Trent's got 5 points so far.
This guy's got a habit of making tough shots. And for Gary Trent Jr., he welcomes the contact.
Floats it up for Wood. And finished off by Wood.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Siakam inside. Guarded by Powell.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Mavericks.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
The throw good, Siakam. And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Dwight Powell. Siakam hits them both.
I think what's probably surprised me the most about Pascal Siakam is how prepared he is to be the primary scorer for an excellent team in the NBA. This guy has shown no hesitation.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Well, technical fouls have been an issue for Luka Doncic since he entered the league.
First of all, you love his passion, but I think we've seen real progress in this regard. And that's because you understand if you're Luka Doncic, you need to play high minutes for your team.
That free throw good from Doncic. And you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride.
Here's Doncic. Following the basket by Scotty Barnes. Near the three-point line, it's Bullock. Good D by Anunoby. Raptors trail by 10. Trent outside. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Out to the right wing. And there's the foul. It's on Chris Boucher. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
2 fouls already on him. That is not the way to get your minutes per game up.
And so Anunoby will bring it up for Toronto, trailing by 10. Here's Trent. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Finney-Smith. A shot off that time, and Toronto will go the other way with it. Pass to Anunoby. To the wing on the left. Wood against Siakam. To the paint. Here's Boucher, and he drops it in from the low post. Boucher's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Raptors. Doncic kicks to Wood. Pass to Dinwiddie. Here's Finney-Smith. Boucher defending. And there's the pass to Bullock. Out to Doncic. And stolen by Barnes. 11 feet away. No good off the back of the rim.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Good on the bucket.
Dorian Finney-Smith using that athleticism, the size, the length, the rim touch to go through contact. Nicely done.
Now here's Barnes. He's got 12. Fades back. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Siakam. Dallas has gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Here's Finney-Smith. Over to the left wing. Fades. Wood can't hit.
Boy, no idea why he went with the fadeaway. Had a clean look at the basket.
Here's Anunoby. Plays it up and banks it in.
Boy, how do you match up with OG Anunoby's length and athleticism? This guy is going to be able to get shots off because of both of those.
Here's Finney-Smith. Dallas moving it around. Now here's Bullock. He's guarded by Anunoby. 4 on the shot clock. And stolen by Siakam. That's tipped. Stolen by Bullock. Over in the corner, Doncic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Now, Anunoby. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against San Antonio. Siakam misses. Mavericks leading by 6. Passes it to Wood. Over in the corner, Doncic. For 3, Bullock. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Toronto's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Trent outside. Anunoby in the corner. Down low. Here's Siakam. Dinwiddie with the rebound. For Dallas, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Floats it up for Wood. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Reggie Bullock. Here's Banton. 9 points last game out. Top of the key, Achua. Pass to Barnes. Porter in the corner. No good with the triple.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And that one's good. Doncic.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Barnes passes to Porter. To the middle. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And you watch the way Doncic runs this offense. He's become a master at the pick and roll. Incredible to see someone run it to perfection.
First free throw is good. And with Doncic in the pick and roll game, he's so good at such a young age.
It's amazing how well he reads the defense, but he can also freeze the defender or create confusion with that hesitation. He has all the tricks to run it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Wood. And it's Hardy in for Dinwiddie.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Doncic against Barnes. And McGee kicks to Doncic. 6 on the shot clock from downtown. Toronto grabs the miss. Porter's got his 5th rebound in this one.
He started the game scorching the Nets from deep. 3 triples in the first period, but none here in the second.
The Mavericks pull it in. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. And that game concludes a 5-game homestand.
He doesn't need a lot of daylight. Stretches the defense night in and night out.
Toronto calls timeout. You talk about a defensive menace. That's Dorian Finney-Smith.
He has a knack for coming up with a big defensive play. Often lines up against the opponent's most important offensive play.
Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for the Mavericks. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Toronto. Raptors trailed by 9. Pass to Achua. And here is VanVleet. Shot clock at 5. And the Raptors miss again.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Doncic with the bucket.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And so VanVleet will bring it up for Toronto. There's the pass to Banton. Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Porter. Connects on the 9-footer. Porter's got his 2nd basket.
Well, nice work off the pick and roll. Porter getting buckets with this scheme.
And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That is his 1st foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
And so it's Dallas with it. They have a 9-point lead. Passes it to McGee. Over Birch. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there. The Raptors have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Porter in the corner. Back to Achua. And that one goes out of bounds. It's touched by Porter.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Dallas making a switch here. Powell's checked in. Mavericks leading by 11. Doncic with it. He had 25 points in the win against Utah.
And let's not forget about the assists. This guy as a playmaker was a driving force for that offense.
And Doris, what you like about Dwight Powell is that he doesn't force anything on offense. Just takes what he has available to him.
He is the perfect role player playing alongside his teammate Luka Doncic for this reason. Excellent screen setter, a real threat vertically at the cup. What a target for Luka.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
Well, this is a decent free throw shooter, and where Powell could help himself is getting to the line a little bit more.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. The Mavericks, GA, have been trying to tighten up their defense the past few seasons, and it's beginning to show.
And we're seeing signs that the players are getting the message, that they're spending more energy at that end of the floor, and that's essential for any elite team.
High IQ of Fred VanVleet is why he is so good in pick-and-roll action.
Doncic dishes to Powell. Back to Doncic. And he's going up for the alley-oop, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. VanVleet kicks to Birch. Pass to Banton. Hardaway against Porter. To the left wing. Here's Achua. He can't hit that time. Now the Mavericks take it the other way.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Hardy. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. .115 left in the first half of the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Hardaway.
Well, so disruptive. Otto Porter making that a difficult shot.
Hardaway, no good. Porter with it. And McGee picks him up defensively. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. That sends Otto Porter Jr. to the free throw line. It's on JaVale McGee. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe.
And Porter, no good on that one. And the Raptors doors with one of the elite front offices recognized in the NBA.
And Kevin, because of that, a highly paid one as well. Remember, a recruitment battle, not just with the NBA, but English soccer to keep their leadership intact. But the track record is there to justify that top billing, no doubt about it.
Here's VanVleet. The Mavericks making the shot. Softly drops in the floater. VanVleet's got 14 points for the game.
Boy, this guy continues to take his game to the next level. VanVleet is developing into a big-time scorer.
Pass to Hardy. 19 seconds left now here in the second. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. 6 points for him.
You can see the kind of confidence Hardaway has in his shot. This guy is so fluid in the catch-and-shoot situations.
Near the three-point line, it's VanVleet. And the first half is now in the books. Mavericks ahead. They lead by 12. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the show.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He had 18 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. Shaq, what's your take on Dallas?
They're running the offense beautifully, this one, working for good looks. Their confidence looks sky high. It's going to be hard for that defense to disrupt their flow at this point.
Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Raptors.
Right now, they're shooting in the low 30s from the outside. In today's style of perimeter offense, that's not enough to force the defense to extend. They have to work on getting better quality shots.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And it's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. OG Anunoby is out there with Gary Trent. Then it's Barnes. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Siakam in at the center.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
In the corner, Hardaway with it. From deep. It's hauled in by Trent.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Dallas leading by 10. About 1 minute played here in the second half. And the pass to Doncic. Stolen by VanVleet. Barnes against Wood. Barnes can't get it to go.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
And with more passes like that, Wood can make things very hard. That'll round out his game.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And catching the defense flat-footed and taking full advantage. Big bucket there to extend the lead.
Now here's VanVleet. 16 points for him. Barnes kicks to Siakam. And it's Trent in the corner. It's rebounded by Dallas. Finney-Smith's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Over in the corner, Wood. Outside Hardaway. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Scotty Barnes picks one up. Greg, you have to love the impact that Tim Hardaway Jr. has had on the defensive end.
He's got a great wingspan to bother shooters and contain penetration. Always aware of where the ball is on the floor. You could call him an underrated defender.
And the first one drops.
Boy, what a season 2022 was for the Dallas Mavericks, making it all the way to the Western Conference Finals. Obviously, the huge upset over the Suns turned that season into what was a dream run early in Luka Doncic's career.
No good on the second free throw. And with the Mavs, a trip doors to the conference finals puts them ahead of schedule, many people think.
Yes, Kevin, but I don't think you can let that momentum you built last year fade in any way. You've got to keep your foot on the gas pedal. We know how fragile success in the NBA is. You've got a top 5 player on your roster. You have to make sure you're taking advantage of opportunities.
And the Raptors call time here.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Barnes passes to Van Vliet. Now Anunoby. And it's Trent in the corner. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Raptors trailed by 15. Barnes passes to Anunoby. Over Hardaway. And again, Toronto no luck.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's Bullock. And it's Van Vliet with the rebound. Van Vliet's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Shoots over Doncic. Doncic with the block.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing. Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And so Siakam will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. 17-point game. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Siakam's got 6.
Well, desire. Pascal Siakam has a ton of that. He's overcome so much in his life. You think a little bump in the road is going to stop him?
Over in the corner, Barnes sinks the triple. 17 points in the game.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Passes to Hardaway. Here's Finney-Smith. He's guarded by Anunoby. Count it. Good.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Van Vliet kicks to Anunoby. Pass to Barnes. It's Trent on the wing. He's guarded by Bullock. And that one's good. Barnes.
It's problematic for the defense because Scotty Barnes has been allowed to catch his rhythm, and his game is really flowing right now.
Pass to Bullock. From 12 feet out. Jump shot is good. And the Mavericks lead by 14.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Trent outside. Back to Van Vliet. There's the triple. And again, Toronto with the triple.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Dallas calls timeout.
The son of an NBA vet, Gary Trent Jr.'s game is very different than his dad's.
Well, obviously, Gary Sr. had more size and therefore was a post player in a different generation. The younger Mr. Trent, an excellent shooter from deep. Pretty much the opposite style of play.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Maxi Kleber comes in for Reggie Bullock. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Chris Boucher's checked in for the Raptors.
Well, that's just a good possession. Dorian Finney-Smith moving the ball. He's been working on that aspect of his game.
Here's Siakam. And he banks in the layup. Siakam's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Barnes against Doncic. The pass to Wood. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Raptors trailed by 11. To the inside, Siakam had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Wood passes to Doncic. Here's Kleber. Back to Doncic. All sorts of time. No good from Finney-Smith.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite.
Count it. Siakam's got 10 points.
Now this guy continues to build his offensive skill set. Pascal Siakam with the mid-range jumper.
Van Vliet outside. Fires the 3. Kleber with the rebound. Kleber's got his 4th rebound in this one. Dinwiddie outside. On the wing, Doncic. Pass to Kleber. Here's Dinwiddie. Dallas, no good that time either. Toronto with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Anunoby against Doncic. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
OG Anunoby is tremendously athletic, and when he plays with this level of aggression, it's hard not to foul him.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Anunoby.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
Dwight Powell's checked in for the Mavericks. Hardy comes in for Luka Doncic. He makes 1 of 2 that time. A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable, and they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their career.
That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Van Vliet.
Come on, this guy is one tough hombre. Fred Van Vliet is somebody you want on your side.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And when the stakes get high and you need a big shot, we know how dependable Fred Van Vliet is.
It feels to me, Greg, like the bigger the moment, the more dangerous Fred Van Vliet is. We've seen him so many times knock down so many huge shots. Doesn't matter the setting, Eastern Conference Finals or NBA Finals. This guy, the very definition of fearless.
Chalk up 2 there. And that's now 7 points for Jaden Hardy.
Excellent read by Finney Smith. Boy, has he improved his passing ability.
Now here's Van Vliet. Defense is right there. Rebounded by Hardy.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Outside Porter. Good. Porter's got 8 points.
Stretching out to finish past the defender. Porter scores inside and out.
Pass to Finney Smith. Pass to Hardy. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Van Vliet. Hardy, no good. Raptors trailed by 8. Here's Banton. Puts it up from 12. Nice jump shot. Good. Banton's got his 2nd bucket of the night. Dallas has gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Dinwiddie outside. The pass to Finney Smith. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 3rd assist on the night. Passes it to Banton. Toronto working the ball around now. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Boy, Pascal Siakam plays at his own pace, able to find the open man.
Inside. Here's Kleba to the paint. Picked off in midair. Van Vliet right side. Took him no time at all on that one. And now just a 4-point Maverick lead. Dallas has gotten blank from 3-point land so far in the 3rd. Still 0 for 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Van Vliet's got 6 rebounds here tonight. We've got 1:13 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. That one, no good. Powell, the pass to Dinwiddie. Pass to Kleba. The 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
Pass to Benton. Porter with it. And it's blocked.
Beautiful defense from Powell. Uses that impressive length to come away with that rejection.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Maxi Kleber. And Toronto also making a switch. Ken Burks is checked in for Pascal Siakam. There's 45 seconds left in the third. Here's Porter. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Stolen by Van Vliet. Plays it in off the breakaway. Van Vliet's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Finney-Smith kicks to Powell. Here's Dinwiddie. A three-pointer, no good. Up top, Porter, guarded by McGee. Van Vliet can't get it to go. From deep three-point range, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Mavericks lead by 3. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach Jason Kidd.
Good D. Good pull.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Inside form, it'll be Finney-Smith and McGee. At the guard positions, it's Doncic and Hardaway Jr. And it's Bullock in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Now, here's Anunoby. Basket good. Anunoby's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Raptors.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Oh, glad we got a chance to check out that fantastic drive one more time.
And a nice score that came from just attacking the rim. Huge play in this hotly contested game.
Well, Tim Hardaway Jr. getting stronger, and that's a problem when he's trying to finish through contact.
Barnes finds Anunoby. Back to Birch. And here's Boucher. Just 5 to shoot. The pass to Barnes. Shoots over Doncic. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Barnes has got 21.
Boy, nice job moving the ball by Chris Boucher. He has really expanded that part of his game.
Passes it to McGee. Over Birch. McGee's shot is off. And it's Barnes with the ball for Toronto. They trail by 1. From deep print, JaVale McGee grabs the miss. McGee's got 4 rebounds in this game. Bullock passes to Finney-Smith. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And Boucher sends it back. To take the lead, again Toronto. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Raptors.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number
of blocks.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
And here's Trent after Luka Doncic hitting the three. And the shot goes down.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And the question for the Mavs is simple. How do you best build around Luka Doncic? They'll try to answer that in the coming years.
Christian Woods checked in for Dallas. The Raptors also with a sub. Siakam's checked in. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Well, I got a chance to listen in on what Jason Kidd was talking about with his players. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack, but he told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And Greg, it just seems for the Mavs, it's all about finding the right fit for the role players.
And that's why this team is willing to move on from Porzingis. Going forward, you can see them look a lot like the Harden-era Rockets.
Now, Doncic following the three-point attempt by Pascal Siakam.
Luka Doncic made it known early in his career he is one of the best passers in the NBA.
Trent against Hardaway. Pass to Boucher. Over in the corner, Barnes. And they call an illegal screen here.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for Toronto. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Doncic passes to McGee. Ball's knocked loose. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist by McGee. And it's a 4-point Maverick lead. VanVleet kicks to Siakam. And it's Trent in the corner. Shoots over Bullock. And again, no good by Toronto.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And really, every team had the chance to sign Wood early on, but passed. And this man just kept working, and now when healthy, he's becoming a force.
And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Mavericks.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
That free throw, no good. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Raptors trailed by 4. Pass to VanVleet. Siakam outside. 11 feet away. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Makes it off the glass. Doncic has got 13 points in the second half.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Barnes kicks to Anunoby. A three-pointer off the mark. Dallas leading by 6. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Siakam. And that one's good. Doncic.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Now, here's Trent. Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Siakam. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
And looking back on that Toronto run, Pascal Siakam, Doris, was a big piece to that puzzle.
There's no question about it. They allowed that young man to flourish in transition. He was a tremendous defender for the group. He was a big-time part of that title.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. Nice shot.
And Siakam, no good on that one.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
And it's Bullock missing.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half. I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
And there's the pass to McGee. And the basket is good. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Barnes passes to Siakam. And again, Toronto no luck.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Passes it to Doncic. And a miss there on the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
It's deflected, and he gets it back. Good on the shot. Mavericks leading by 6. Doncic kicks to McGee. To the wing right side. Wood against Siakam. Wood passes to Hardaway. Great D that time from Van Vliet.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. To the middle. And Doncic throws it down.
Well, we're talking about one of the league's best scorers, and the confidence Luka Doncic has in himself to take over is readily on display.
Now, here's Anunoby. Back to Siakam. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the net.
Throw good, Siakam. And the Mavericks making a change here. Finney Smith's checked in. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Toronto. And so he hits both. Dallas leading by 3. Doncic kicks to Bullock. Pass to McGee. Pass to Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's McGee with the jam.
Well, Luka Doncic has an innate sense for when his teammates are open, and boy, does he deliver it.
Now the pass to Siakam. Now, here's Anunoby. He doesn't hit that one. Nice D from Doncic. On the wing, Hardaway. Doncic outside. Back to Hardaway. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 8th assist in the game.
Boy, there is an artistry and a feel to Luka Doncic's game. This guy is elite with his playmaking.
Now, here's Anunoby. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Porter.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And you have to like how they're getting the ball inside this half. They didn't have as much success in the paint earlier, but they're finally getting it done down low.
The Raptors making a switch here. Trent's checked in. Doncic, no good on the free throw.
What you love about Luka Doncic is he's this unique combination of size and skill. He could really play cross-positionally. He makes shots at all three levels, so dangerous.
Here's Doncic. OG Anunoby making his last shot. Pass to Hardaway. Puts it up. It goes straight through with the swish. Hardaway has got 6 here in this quarter. Raptors trailed by 7, and the Raptors call time here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Scotty Barnes.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
Anunoby passes to Siakam. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul.
Side out.
And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Dallas on defense. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's Siakam. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Siakam's got 12 points in just the second half. Dallas calls timeout.
And they've been very loose with the ball here. They haven't been as patient, forcing things a bit, which has led to turnovers. They need to just slow down and relax.
Now Doncic tries it from 19, and Dallas again with the bucket.
Well, the tight handle allows Luka Doncic to make the pretty move off the bounce.
McGee against Siakam. Shoots over McGee, and with that, the Maverick lead is cut back down to 5 as they get the points there from Siakam. Left side, Hardaway. Here's McGee. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Siakam's got 8 rebounds in this game. 1:41 left in the 4th quarter, and the layup's good off the glass. And now just a 3-point Maverick lead.
Pascal Siakam. Improvement, yes. Big-time player, no doubt.
And Doncic, here we go. Yep, that one goes. Doncic has got 41.
Luka Doncic loves the big moment, and he delivers.
Down low, here's Barnes. Doncic with the block. Here's the floater. Good D by Barnes.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Hardaway, no good. Toronto's gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. And that's an intentional foul. And they are in the driver's seat.
Yes, they are. If they come away with points on this trip, Katie bar the door.
That's just phenomenal defense. The defense feels like it's all over the place and knows exactly how to guard it.
Another miss by Siakam.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's Got one more, though.
Yeah, Tim Hardaway Jr. to me is a terrific all-around player, right? He can score it, he can pass it, he'll rebound the position. There's a lot to like about his game.
And the Raptors call time here. They're trailing by 6. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Hardaway with the steal. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Throws down the alley-oop slam. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
And he pulls off the Houdini to take that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
What a baller this young man is. Anunoby, even though he's young, he looks like a veteran in the club.
And so they foul intentionally. Drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. Here's Benton. No good from outside. Up top, Doncic. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Oldham, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.